And quite often it's actually our charity's supporters who are the most angry and the most upset when they hear about these things, because it challenges the faith that they have in that charity. Our experience is that quite frequently donations will dip in the short term, but if we take the sort of actions that Andrew is talking about and prove to people that we're taking these things seriously and we do something about it, people will trust us again and support us again.
So what can be done? Because this feels endemic. Not just in terms of the abuse, but in terms of the fact that it's been reported to senior people. You flagged it up yourself. No one seemed to listen or know how to begin to address it. I mean, this is not going to be quickly solved, is it?
No, it's not going to be quickly solved because it's not an Oxfam problem, it's not a British problem, it's a global problem. And I've said that this really won't be fixed until some people start going to jail. You've got to remember, Britain now has what's nicknamed sex tourism laws. It's not actually sex tourism laws. It is any Briton can't or is not allowed to have sex with a child under the age of 16 anywhere in the world. There is some question about whether these prostitutes in Haiti were or were not children. Oxfam says, and these words bewilder me, well, it's not proved they were not children. Sorry, it's not proved they were children. In other words, it's not proved that they were not children either. I mean, if they understood the drama and the importance of this, the most important thing is to protect vulnerable children, they would be down at Scotland Yard with the dossier and saying, we're not sure if a crime has been committed here, can you please check it? And this is the really important signal that needs to be sent not only to the individual aid workers, but the trustees and CEOs who might, through willful ignorance or turning a willful blind eye, reach the high level of aiding, abetting and supporting people committing sexual harassment and potentially child sex overseas.
I mean, talking of CEOs, we saw yesterday, didn't we, that Penny Lawrence said she took full responsibility, deputy at Oxfam. Mark Goldring, however, the chief executive, has stayed in position. He said he'll go if the board of trustees.
He said it wasn't on his watch, didn't he? That was what he said.
Well, there's two things here. What was the actual Haiti crisis on his watch? No. Is the response on his watch? Yes. And can we look at Oxfam right now under his watch and say, do they have the best-in-class training, prevention, detection and referral to prosecution mechanisms? I think the answer is no, and that is on his watch. And the way they responded, they just don't get it.
Why did they ignore it, Andrew? Did they ignore it because they thought, look, there's so much good being done here. People have given money. These countries need money. They need expertise. They're getting the money. They're getting the expertise. OK, so there's some stuff going on that we'd rather not be going on, but was it that kind of approach?
Yes, it is. It's what I call the Catholic Church self-justification. We're doing all of this good over here, so we're not going to address the main issue. And what they don't understand, like you were saying before, this is a threat to future funding. But you never protect future funding by sweeping a problem under the carpet. You protect future funding by actually fixing the problem, and that's what's got to happen here. The British Crime Authority has been warning, or the precursor to the National Crime Authority has been warning since 1999 that predatory pedophiles, now that we're fixing the problem here, are choosing to go to the developing world to get access to children. Now, their words, not mine. Chosen methodology is to join a children's charity. In other words, there is a higher than normal burden on trustees and CEOs to have the best system in place for prevention, detection and prosecution. And so far, Oxfam has demonstrated by their institutional response to Haiti, they weren't worried about detection, they weren't worried about prevention, and they were so not worried about prosecution that they didn't even inform the Haitian police about something that was definitively a crime in Haiti. And that's the cultural arrogance I'm talking about. We are Oxfam, we are white, we don't even need to deal with the Haitian authorities.